Buddies, my dear buddies. So this video is about how to launch your motorcycle off the line really well. Again, this video is not really required for day-to-day riding, but isn't it really cool to know how to launch your motorcycle well? And I am making this video because when I go to track days, I realized that so many of us don't really know how to launch our motorcycle well off the line. People are either too aggressive or too soft at launching their motorcycles off the line. So now first, let me get onto the motorcycle. What is launching the motorcycle off the line? It is basically when you see a race, motorcycles are at the start line, and when the flag is waved, motorcycles have to go ahead. And when they go ahead, they have to go with the maximum amount of power possible. So it is very simple, yet you got to know a few things about launching a motorcycle. First, know where is your maximum torque coming out, at which RPM. Because for example, in the case of the RC390, if the maximum torque comes at about 7000 RPM, then we got to keep the RPM at 7000 RPM. Be on your motorcycle, open up the throttle and take it to about 7000 RPM and keep it there. Alright, engage the first gear, pull the clutch lever back completely, keep the motorcycle at about 7000 RPM. I wish I could crank the motorcycle and demonstrate this to you, but you will not be able to hear me. So keep it at about 7000 RPM and then, well, don't be in a hurry to let the clutch lever go, because if you do that, the motorcycle will pop the front wheel. And many people think that popping the front wheel and launching the motorcycle is a cool launch, but no, absolutely not. The moment the front wheel goes up in the air, it is a bad launch, because the power of the motorcycle is being used to pop the front wheel and not go in the forward direction. So try and control any wheelie. No wheelie should happen when you are actually launching a motorcycle. Now, if you watched my video about torque versus horsepower, yes, that is what you got to understand here. A good launch happens because of torque, not because of horsepower. And remember, if you are on a very high powered motorcycle, 1000cc or so, then you got to keep your left foot down, engage the first gear, keep your left foot down and keep your right foot on the rear brake, because those are very powerful motorcycles. And in case your launch doesn't go as well as you want it to, and if the front wheel starts to pop up, then you can slowly tap onto the rear brake and your front wheel will come down. Remember this. But on motorcycles like the RC390, these are not as powerful as the 1000cc's, so we don't have to worry about the front wheel popping so much. And so in this case, you can either keep the left foot up and be ready to change gears. You can follow these steps, buddies. Number one, of course, crank your motorcycle up. Alright, then engage the first gear. Go to the maximum torque RPM. So say for example 7000. Keep it at 7000 and then don't keep your clutch lever pulled back completely. You have to be in between. In between, what I mean by that is that when you feel that your bike is just about to go forward, that is the time you stop the bike with pulling the front brake. Pull the front brake and let the clutch lever go till a point where you feel that the clutch is engaging. Engaging means you feel that the bike is moving forward. Alright? So let me kind of demonstrate this to you. Alright? Alright buddies, so here is the sequence, the launch sequence. First, crank your motorcycle up. First gear. Get to first gear and then front brake, get to the torque band, point of the clutch. Now the bike wants to move forward. If you see this, bike wants to move forward. Alright? So I'll stop the bike with the front brake, and here we.
So basically, you would have to do three things at the same time. That is, number one, release the front brake. Number two, at the same time, open more throttle. Number three, and gradually let the clutch lever go. That is how you would get a really good launch.
Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, do let me know. And if you're not subscribed to me, you're missing out on about 650 videos. If you like this video, do give it a thumbs up. Thank you. Bye bye.